Warning, the following is going to be a pretty heated rant. I'm just absolutely fumed and I cannot stop myself. And I'm probably doing a bit of knee-jerk reaction here, so I'm going to be perfectly honest about that. But no matter how I look at this situation, I'm incredibly angry. Dear Netflix, get your act together. And I know this is partially Japan Netflix, not the main branch Netflix, but it's the same company. And honestly, over the last few weeks, Netflix, you have been taking a lot of big, gigantic L's. And yes, it's probably helping you. And yes, this particular subject is probably going to help you, but I cannot express enough how angry I am. But with that out of the way, Netflix, keep your AI out of my anime. Plain and simple. For those unaware, Netflix Japan has recently made a tweet celebrating their new venture, their new plans. They got it. They figured it out. They're going to save anime. You know how they're going to do it? They're going to use AI. AI is going to save anime. You know, over the last few months, we have been pretty much pointing out how anime, the industry itself, is in danger. We have a lot of content coming out, and we have a lack of animators to push it out. Enough that, yes, a lot of stuff is going overseas. And unfortunately, despite the anime industry believing that they can still support how much anime they're giving out, overseas is struggling with giving them what they need in order to do that. And so apparently Netflix's answer to that lack of animators, they can't find any animators. There's no animators. Probably because they quit. Probably because you're not paying them enough. Probably because they're looking at other jobs. Probably because this new tax system coming in this year is going to affect them terribly. Perhaps because you're not supporting them well enough. So your answer to the lack, you can't find them apparently because you're not paying them enough. Your answer is to use AI-generated art. Don't get me wrong. I'm perfectly fine with AI art. We have a ton of it in our Discord. It's fun stuff to mess with, and it produces some really cool art. Now, granted, I would argue that that art is based off other people's art, so it's not as if it's creating its own thing. The problem here is that when you're going commercial and you're going to create content that people are going to pay for and consume, that's where we have a problem. And again, in an industry where animators themselves, perfectly able people, human beings, want to work on this stuff, they're no longer able to. And to boast that you're helping the industry by doing this, that's where I get angry. I could have not cared if they just said, hey, look, we're trying this thing out. It's pretty cool. No, the way that they're pointing this out makes me believe they want people to celebrate. They think it's a good thing. They're going to save the industry. The tweet itself says a short movie of a joint project animation, Dog and Boy, by Netflix animation creators base X Rena Corporation, a technology development company with Wit Studio, as an experiment effort to assist the animation industry. Hold together, Andrew. Chill. Calm. Which is short on manpower. Image generation technology was used to create the backgrounds for all cuts of the 3-minute video. Pat yourself on the damn back. What makes it worse is one person could have drawn these backgrounds. A single person. But yet when you look at the credits at the end of this particular video, you see background AI with the help of a human to look it over. Because yes, they generate it, but they still have to have somebody make sure it didn't make something weird. And then you look at the software AI development team, and it's this huge, massive team. You could have paid one person, an artist, to draw a background, but instead you paid a group of people to put together an AI system and then still a person to look at it. None of this is a win. But then when you think more about it, it makes you more angry. Gosh, I'm fuming. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so mad right now. You know why they're doing this. They want to create a base to remove the necessity for people. That's the key thing here. And yes, I'll be perfectly honest, that's gonna be our future. This is not necessarily a shock to me. It's just more of an aspect of it, oh, it's finally happening. Yes, I assume that maybe 10 years from now, if even that, all anime, all art is just going to be, you press a button and it generates it. There's going to be a random generator and people are just going to be distributing these random creation and go, oh, this one worked really well. This AI figured out this story and it worked so well. I'm saddened by that, honestly. Because again, it takes away creativity and art of human beings. And again, puts them out of work. And yeah, technically, we have that with VTubers right now. There's literally AI generated VTubers out there now. Look on Twitch. You can find VTubers. It's an anime character face who is literally, it's looking at the chat and it's inputting into a AI, and the AI is responding to stuff. There's no human involved. It's literally they turn on the stream and it does itself. And we'll get to that eventually. Shoot, I might be even AI eventually. Just deep face my face onto a system and let it auto generate responses to episodes. We're gonna lose that creativity, that decision making of a person by this stuff. And let's be perfectly honest. The goal here is Netflix wants to pioneer, you would say pioneer, but again, there's a lot of people already doing this. But they're coming up front and celebrating that they are now working on officially removing the necessity of humans. It's not because there's a shortage and they want to help the industry. It's because they want to get to a point where they don't have to pay anybody no more. They want to create an AI system so where all they have to do is press a button and they have a background. All right, don't need a background animator no more. Every single studio will no longer need a background artist because it'll just be this technology. This AI program will be credited for it, and that's going to go into everything else. The key animator, it's an AI. The character designer, they used an AI. It's them saying, we're trying to help, but you know full well their desire as a company, and I'm not against this. I just want to make sure that people know what they're touching when they look at this. I suggest to everybody, do not watch this video. Let's be perfectly clear. They're not trying to help the anime industry. They are a company. They are looking for profits, and they're looking for stability. And the best way they can do that is removing the human element. They want to get to a point where all they have to do is press a button, an animation is created, they pay nobody because they already licensed that program, that AI, and they put it out there for you to watch and consume and pay for. Max profits. That's what they want. Are we so bad off right now that with how little animators are paid, we can't afford that measly amount that we now have to remove all money going to humans? It's terrible. And again, this is something everywhere. There's factories where they're firing people because a robot arm does a better job. I'm not completely absent-minded to that, but it feels different when it comes to art because art is creativity. It's not a process. It's creativity. It's imaginative. It's like whenever you watch an anime where you know the source material and you go, holy crap, this is doing so much more. Onimai right now is a pure example of that. A very short skit-based series it's becoming more than what it was originally. And that wasn't AI that figured out how to fill in those gaps. It's creative minds that fill it out and make it more and more expansive. It's a sad state we're going into. On their official website, they had an interview talking about the project itself. Hiroshi Tanaka, the cinematographer for Dogon Boy, which I believe is the official title, talks about the challenges of animation production, saying, in Japan's commercial animation production site, the work is completely divided, which makes it more efficient. Also, there are many creators who are working on multiple works at the same time, and it is difficult to focus on one work. I would like to think of a way to give the creators time to do more creative work. Bullcrap. Why are they working on so many projects at the same time? Think about it. Again, because they get paid so little. They're not doing it because they want to. Don't act like you're trying to help them. Gosh, this makes me more angry the more I read this crap. I hate everything about this. And I feel so bad about being super negative right now, but holy crap, I'm fuming. The moment you get it to where they can focus on one project, guess what? They can't support themselves. And they leave. Like I said earlier, this is a terrible image, Netflix. In the wake of your account sharing crap that I think is just going to ruin it for everybody that's legitimate, and it's not going to affect those that use VPNs that will get right around it, this looks bad. This looks extremely bad. And this isn't helping an already huge problem in the anime industry right now. Low pay on animators, lack of jobs, outsourcing to other countries, and you're killing the industry by creating too much content. Instead of this, dial back. The anime industry needs to dial back. Again, you have a lack of animators and people to work on these projects because there's too many, you're paying too little, and you're outsourcing too much. Those things you need to fix. Not have an AI fix it for you. Because again, all that's going to do is they all go away. Even the outsourced people, they go away. They don't need it no more. Animation director Yotaro Makihara, who worked as a director, storyboarder, key animator, and also art direction, said the biggest lesson he learned from the project was by combining tools and hand-drawn techniques, we can create something unique to humans. I gotta stop. Because it's not human. I realized that I could focus on what I couldn't do. And as a result, I could expand my range of expression. I can just press a button and it does it for me, and thus I can go get a drink instead. Regarding the use of latest creative techniques in the works he will be involved with as a director in the future, he said, "I think the core of the story is drawing a human being. I think that will be possible to secure and return to its roots, which will eventually strengthen Japanese animation and expand its possibilities." I'm done. I'm done reading this crap. I'm done with this crap. Producer Daiki Sakurai commented on the support of the animation project, saying, "If creators can choose a production method suitable for the works without being bound by a fixed production method, they will have a wider range of expression. Can't have those restraints in there that make it to where you have to pay for somebody to do it, right? By providing creators with a variety of choices, I would like to contribute to the evolution of the anime industry into a freer and stronger one." Gosh, this is making me so angry. This is making me so angry. Oh my gosh. As a studio, Netflix focuses on supporting creators in the creation of their works on a daily basis. And we're this is me saying this, and we look forward to no longer having to do that. As the shortage of human resources in the animation industry is seen as an issue, we hope that this initiative will contribute to the realization of a flexible animation production process through appropriate support for creators using the latest technologies. Thanks, Netflix, for not supporting animators by supporting creators that just end up lining their entire pockets by not supporting anybody besides programmers, and then eventually just supporting a program. That's the thing. They're supporting AI generators and coders right now, but eventually that stuff will be done, refined, and then all you have to do is pay for a license and then press the button. Netflix, you're not supporting creators. Netflix, you're not fixing this shortage of human resources. There is no shortage. You just have to pay them well so they come back to the industry. Anyhow, now that I got that off my chest, I feel so much better. Thank you all for listening to my TED Talk of angry ranting. I would love to hear from you guys. Let me know down in the comments down below what you think about this whole situation. Do you think I'm knee-jerking? Do you think that this is a okay thing? This is not going to affect much? Let me know in the comments down below. Additionally, if you like this video, make sure that like button as well. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're new to this channel and you like this content, you want more of it, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you get all my content. I do news, reviews, first impressions, top list. If it's anime, it's pretty much here. Additionally, if you want to support the channel more, I have a Patreon link, a tips link, super thanks button down below, as well as a membership button. I promise I won't put that money to AI, and y'all take care.